Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus and this is episode 19 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio. We're playing Angels mods. This is our tutorial slash Let's Play, and as I can see what we're doing here, it is, you can say it's kind of transitioning more into let's build a huge base and try to build it properly with good designs up front, because if we have to be really honest, what I've done here over the last couple of episodes or between the last episodes is absolutely awesome. However, it is not the gradual way of transitioning out of a starter base. This is gradually progressing, but as you go to this, you are not getting anything because you're just getting these products here and you're not even getting out. So I'm going to slowly start working towards the next. I also got the Rubite all the way up here. It took a bit of time, but you can already see it has decreased. It started as 7.1 and it's already captured, what, 3 million of it? Yeah. All right, so what I want to do today is work towards, let's see here. This base will be working using these sorting processes, so that you have all of this part here is the refinement of the sapphirite and geolite, stereotype, cruthenium, rubite, and bobmonium ores. However, they get more refined and then you can start sorting it. When you sort it, you will always get the slag. However, you can do these pure sorting, and those are the ones that I almost always go for. I go for the mixed one in the beginning, but I really want to go into these. So let's have a look at the iron ore here. Iron ore, up to these first 4, I can make those with just the basic ores I have. Then as I get into chunks, then I'm gonna get the next. So at this point, I'm gonna focus on getting iron, copper, lead, and tin sorted. So let's see iron ore. This is our primer, the most important one. It requires stereotype, sapphirite and geolite, and it requires mineral catalyst. So this is the moment when we'll go to the mineral catalyst. That's not correct. There. We're going to look at the mineral catalyst. This comes one recipe from mineral sludge. Mineral sludge comes from many different ways, but I'm going to go with this one. This requires coal filters, requires slag slurry, and requires purified water. This is kind of a tricky one. The slag slurry comes from different recipes. I'm going to go with the slag because I have quite a bit of slag already sorted here. This came from various processes, so I'm going to use this one for kickstarting it. Eventually I will probably transition into making this process with the crushed stone that I got rid of last time. So what is really important is this process. Let's actually look at it from here. From the mineral sludge, regenerate some sulfuric wastewater. The sulfuric wastewater can be refined into sulfuric acid, which will be combined into slag slurry, into sulfuric wastewater, and into sulfur, into sulfur dioxide, into into sulfuric acid, and that goes then back. That's going to be using a lot of it. So basically there is a feedback loop. However, with the recent change being this one here, now you need 90 sulfur dioxide for 60 sulfuric acid. That means this is a net loss of a cycle. That means in order for me to actually produce this, I'm going to use some coal for the coal filter, and I'm going to use some sulfuric acid. I'll get the coal and I'll actually get the sulfuric acid from the clean coal process. This is what we're going to be working on not so distant future, but I want to get something. They're kind of dependent. You can't get this one without coal and sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid, you really need that from coal and all of that. And I have just tapped my coal deposit up here, but nothing is coming out. It looks brilliant. It's idle. And what the idea is that it will go into this location once this one empties. There's just like 10,000 or something left. So once this one is completely empty, these 3.2 million have been moved into the local storage. I can convert this into coal and then have various coal processing here and bring the coal over to this location. Now enough of that. We are gonna start, and I have, because I knew that there would be an intro. Oh, there we go. I knew there would be an intro to this one, so I had to do some design up front. This design is a bit well, I wanted to make something really compact and at ratio. So this one, we start from the beginning and then walk our way through it. We take the middle one. This one is where it starts. It starts with the slag coming in. Slag is coming in here and gets picked up. I have also done some calculation. That means I can take 7 of these, and that will consume pretty much, 95% of a red belt. So that's pretty awesome. One Mark II liquefier can feed exactly 2 Mark I filtration units. Exactly 2. So that's brilliant. There are some good things that Angel have done with the ratios, and that's one of them. Then we need some purified water. It goes in here, plus some coal filter. Actually, now that we're at it, I think I should just as well start making those coal filters. And did I forget some steel? I do have some steel somewhere. Ouch, that's not a lot of steel. Alright, well, we're gonna have to find some more steel. Let's just do the steel in the cheap way. Oh, not cheap, but there. You're gonna just work on this one just to get us some steel while we are continuing. Okay, so what output of this one is this one. These two are for the coal filter and the wasted or the empty coal filter. Now goes in here. This one is pretty much consuming all of it, and that generates, now this is where it gets a bit dicey. It has an output loader here that goes in here, combine, and then goes all the way up. This one will produce 80% of a red belt. So basically I had to get a full red belt, consume a full red belt, and I'm outputting 70% of that, 70 to 80% of a yellow belt. I think it's 21 if it's running fully, and I think it might almost be, so 21. Yeah, it's pretty good. 21 on a belt that can take 26. That's good enough. All right, so I'm gonna take this one, and this is the one we're gonna make. So start by killing it with all of our robots, and I sure as hell hope I don't make a mistake here. Now I need to figure out which way is the most appropriate. I think this way is most appropriate, and then some of it will need to be moved, and we need a bit of room on the either side. I think this is 3 units and I need 7 units, so I should leave some room in here. Let's go here. That's 7. Another 3. That's 3 more. And there. That's 7 in total. I'm going to go crazy immediately and just take another one of them. And they can't be quite as close. Whoa. Do we want to make it this close, or do we want to get just one more space between? Okay, excellent. Got a bit here. There is, we could put some more. Just because we are gonna need more of it. All right, so now all of this is being built. Let's see if there's anything they're missing. I probably shouldn't have used for those inbounds. They can probably be better. Okay. Wow, am I missing something here? Yes, I am. Okay, you need to get... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no, 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 no. All right. So much for that. What are we missing? I bet it is... it's clay bricks and steel. All right, I'm gonna... These ones I can make. I'm gonna have to go back. Let's get a faster car, because it's just some small things we need. All right, let's get a faster car. And... look at this driving. This is spectacular driving. And what am I getting? I am getting... Here. That is... Oh, there's 200 here. Now I'm getting 200. I think that's going to be fine. And let's get some steel as well. Also looking good. And let's also get some. There we go. I am happy. We're gonna go race all the way back. Can I build stuff while I'm going there? Yes, I can. 11 more. That seems fine. Where are we? We are up here. Jump out. Look at this. That was a pretty smooth drive with no one actually got hurt. So that's pretty good. And we are almost getting the other ones. Unfortunately, I have to overstack them quite a bit. There. Whoop. This one is quite reckless when driving. Got it. Okay, so now is the challenge is trying to figure out what to put where. Now, this here is consolidating from all these. I just put it too big, but that's kind of the intention. These are gonna go here. I'm gonna kill them at that location because I don't want them flowing in just yet. You're gonna go in here and dirt. There, coal filter. Is it the coal filter? Yes, it is. So this is a cycle of taking the filters in and going back out again. And the one exception is that I'm going to get some coal coming inbound here. This is something we would normally get as part of... Can I make it even longer? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay, so this is going to be coal inbound. That's going to come here. This one will... Whoa. Normally this would be part of well, when I get it, I'll get it from the coal location. What? Red belts? Are you serious? Oh yeah, I did use quite a bit of red belts, but I also put a stupid amount in here. I hope. Yes, there you go. And also quite a bit of underground belts as well. Or underground pipes, just because. Got it. We don't want to go let those get in there now. 100 more. I think that's gonna be fine. Here. This is the slag that goes up to the next location. So that is here. Again, looking fine. And now I need to remove all of this. I wasn't really sure which way I would get it in, so I just designed it. There we go. And that's unfortunately the same up here, but I guess. The only concern is that you're taking it on the back side of it. I'm not sure that can be done. Not sure. There. Okay, so this is good. Next one. We're gonna get the sulfuric acid is coming out. This one is going from this side. I wanna just... Here. This one is actually moving into the next, but it's not there. So how about we put one more? Actually, one more as well. Oops. This one. I'll just mark it up here because I'm gonna need it, but I don't know where I'm gonna get it from. The next one is actually the waste material. This one is not going to be needed here because that would be just the repeating pattern. Now this one, I'm gonna get it one out. This is the waste. The sulfuric wastewater that we will need to refine. Get back. So they are connected here. I want to connect them over on this side as well, just because, right? Yes. I just feel more confident that if they are connected on both sides. Now, the next part I want to do is actually... okay, let's have a look at it. We get sulfuric acid. That comes in up here. I'm going to move this one up here as well, but first I want to repeat it. I'm going to need it for seeding. Yeah, how much do we have here? We can put you in, and that means I can put half in here, and then half in here, of the rest in here. Great. They should be... ah, okay, yeah, filter frames. That's kind of not really enough, is it? What are we missing? We're missing some steel? Really? Okay, well, I guess we are back to our silly way of making steel, just that little tiny amount we need. Iron, we have a lot of that nearby here. So the sulfuric wastewater is connected both sides. The slag is connected. The sulfuric acid is coming in from this side, because I really want to take this one out. What else do we have? Oh, this one. This is our end product. I'll get that here. End product. I'm just gonna do this one. You know what? This one is not the way I intention to want it, but I want to see these coming out at this point. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I did already create them. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, well. $52, then I can make 52 of those. 55, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and wait. Alright, that's all the inbound, all the outbound, kind of. 2 of these can exactly feed this one. That one is a mineral catalyst. And now it's the time to take our sulfuric wastewater and process it into what I need. So I'm gonna start from the back, actually. I'm gonna start with a standard sulfuric acid construction. After this has been changed, there's kind of a new way of making it, because now you have to adhere to the 3:1 ratio, and that's what we do here. This is now 3 of these. They produce every 2 seconds, 60. So that's 180 per 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds, it consumes 90. That's 180. So that works. I'll take that one and that one. This works. And I will then take, boom. This one is a pump, and this one can actually pump out what I need just directly. It works. It's awesome. And you know, why did I actually do it this way? Pick it up. I think I wanted one here. There. And now I'm going to take an underflow valve. An underflow valve is basically saying if this is, let's see if we make it. Underflow valve says, no, it doesn't say anything. Thank you for the description. What it does is if the content on the other side is less than 80%, it'll start pumping in. If it is over 80%, it won't pump in. So this is a great way to mitigate it filling up. I'm going to take this, and this one will take our sulfuric acid that we already have in our location. Where are you? Here you are. This is sulfuric acid. Yes. And this is where we take sort of a modest approach. Here. I'm going to move the sulfuric wastewater barrels up here so they are ready to go. Next, I'm going to take No! Ooh, I thought it was going the other way. It's really difficult to see what's front and back on this. 104. Are we gonna make 104 of those? Yes, we are. No, we're only gonna... What? Oh, it's these ones are it. Come on. 104. Now I made a lot of coal filters. Oops. See, they don't really fill up the right... Here and here. So now they each got 10. And this is now 107. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I just want to make sure that everything is the same ratio. Okay, so now I need production. This one is here. There are some of these. Now I'm kind of getting cautious about whether this is enough. Because this is producing... I'm going to have not 7 but 14 of these. It's actually every 4 seconds it produces 30. It's 45 per 4 seconds, so that's 11 per second. 11 times 14, that's 156. Times 2, that's about 300. Pretty much about 300. So I'm going to take and consume 300. 1, 2, 2, 3. And I am keenly aware of the fact... Oh, that's actually not correct here. I'm keenly aware that it is actually possible to use the wastewater, but I don't. Or, okay, sorry. Try one more time. Here, we are producing a lot of purified water, yes, and a lot of mineralized water. Those have value. Absolutely, they have value, but they do not have very much value, and I can always just get more. So at this point, I am not really strained for cash, you could say. So I simply want to just get on with it. And I don't want to manage it, because by managing it, it gets complicated, because then if I'm going to put overflow valves and I'm going to route it where I need it. And at the end of the day, it's just some mineralized water. It can be produced out of nothing again. So this is now destroying everything. And instead, going here. Here. Okay, I don't need the red outputs, but I like it. It looks better. These are definitely not going to be strained. This, should I maybe just make something, a small buffer? It will run at a loss, but I'm gonna make a small buffer anyway. So this is taking my sulfuric wastewater, getting in here, converting it into sulfur. Sulfur goes in here. It needs some oxygen. We have to remember that. That's always something I have a tendency to forget, because that is needed here. And let's see, that actually requires more. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how much we need. Every 2 seconds, if this is running, this is 2 seconds, I need 60. No, I need 180, because I have 3 of them. It is every 2 seconds, so I divide by 2, and then I multiply by crafting speed, which is 2.25, so I'm going to call it 200 per second. That's the easiest way of doing it, and I will then need to get 200 per second. I'm gonna figure out how much oxygen this one can produce. This one can produce a bit more than 50 per second. So I'm actually gonna need 4 of these. And next question is... Next question, this one is taking a bit more than 100 per second. So how many of these do I need to produce 100 per second? I need 3 to get 100 per second. Okay. So one of these is basically one chemical plant. So I need 12. How many do I have? I have 3 more. Wow. I need 1, 2 iron plates. That's fine. That was 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get you out of the way. This is gonna be a nice and compact location. Great. I always do it this way because I will be able to wire them up internally. And there. Got it. It's a lot of stuff to do here. And now I think I'll just copy this one and take another one. Ouch, that is not good. I will actually need to remove my current production bit up. Doesn't have enough room. 1, 2, 2. Got it? Oh yeah, this worked flawlessly with that, with the exception of this. And they are now needed to connect. They're now connected. They're in and coming out. Here. Here. And then I take some flare stacks because I'm gonna destroy all of this. All the nitrogen. We are not in the business of making nitrogen. It's wired. Everything looks good. Let's get some lights. I'm actually quite low on lights for this setup. Alright, I think we're ready to spin it up and see how it goes. Yep, I think so. 5. That's all good. These are up and running. I'll take another location so we can transport as much as possible. What is it, 900 girls? Everything's going up. And it is time to kickstart it. Hopefully this one will kickstart. Going in. Yes, they are producing. You are not producing. Obviously you're not producing because... well, duh. I forgot one thing. I forgot the purified water. That is a smaller issue. It's only 200 here. I can almost take them. Almost. Look. 10 missing. What is... There. And I have 2. Only 2. Copper. What? I'm missing copper. That's quite an absurd thing of missing. I'll go down here. Get some copper. No, I don't get some copper. Got it. 1, 2. So I don't really think I need very much water here. I'm not sure, but we're gonna do this one. So just put one in each side. Each of these is producing 100 per second with purified water, and it's a crafting speed 1. Yes. And we're going to repeat it. I can put more in if I really need it. And I know this is probably not the way that most people do it, because I am producing a lot up here and that's being deconstructed. Stuff is being produced. Stuff is being produced. Oh, look at that. Everything is going. Wow. And there you have it. That is a pretty efficient way of making 42 mineral catalysts per second. How is this one? I've already used most of it. But it should be only functioning as a catalyst here. Yeah. So this is not working all the time. These are working all the time. Almost all the time. And that's what I expected. This one would be slightly faster than oil. Yes. The middle one is not fully operational. That's great, because that's an indicator. Are any of these stuck? Ah, okay. So there's a bit of a problem in terms of purified water. That's luckily something that's totally manageable, easy to make. They're out here. I can just make 2 of those. I don't like the shape of them. The fact that they are taking up more space than they seem to take is not ideal. 1, 2, 3. Yes. We are going to take this. And now 3. And I have 1 left combined with this. Oh, what? Ah, here. See these in the middle? Yep, they are working flawlessly, excellently, and you have all the ones you need. You have everything you need. It looks like everything is working. It looks like actually everything is working, and this one looks pretty much like 27 per second. So we are now producing 42 per second. Everything seems to be stable, and I'm converting some very low value into something high value. This requires 2 input aside from my SLAG. It requires coal that I will be building in the next episode, and it requires some sulfuric acid, which I'll be making in one of the not too distant episodes. Now I can take my mineral sludge and combine it with our geolite plus sapphirite in order to yield, and that's the whole purpose, iron ore. And then I can combine stereotite and crucinium with my mineral catalyst. So we are going to need a lot of mineral catalyst to keep this running. And that's now we are getting started, and there'll be more advanced catalysts later on. But this is where we are now. Let's see if this one is done. It is completely done, and that means it's time for me to start building the coal foundation here, and with a large storage for coal as well. And then we can automate it to go in here, and that means we solve one of these, and we can work on the coal processing up here, because we're going to need coal processing as well. And I'll go out on this bus. So it's time for us to wrap up this episode. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're finding it interesting how we're progressing in this space, and that you'll be checking back next time. So thank you. See you next time. Bye.